Hi everyone, it's Richard from Digital Foundry here.
And John here as well.
And today we're taking a look at Hyrule Warriors compared on the new 3DS and the original Wii U version. When did that one come out, John?
Oh, I think that came out a couple years ago, or I guess fall 2014 it was.
And first of all, a big shout out to Tillman Domination YouTube channel, which you can find linked in the video description below. He's provided all of the new 3DS captures here, so big shout out to him and thanks very much. And we're kicking off here with a basic graphics comparison between the 3DS and Wii U versions. We've got real-time rendered elements here, but as we segue to this segment, you'll know that the more ambitious sections are actually pre-rendered on the 3DS and they're running fully in real time on the Wii U original. And now we're moving into gameplay and it's almost a completely different aesthetic.
Yeah, they've switched to more of a cell shading style here and seriously reduced the enemy counts and changed the color schemes. It's a very different looking game.
Well, cutbacks in just about every area, you know, texture detail, lighting, obviously resolution. It's kind of interesting that it is the same game, but it's almost like two different visual interpretations.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how they approach this project, because I guess it's similar to Super Smash Bros. On 3DS versus the Wii U in that regard. More of a brighter, simpler design on 3DS that works on that screen, and then more of a realistic look on the Wii U instead.
Yeah, it's interesting. And now we're sort of moving into, well, I guess it's the first performance analysis of the 3DS versus the new 3DS, and obviously we've got the Wii U version to factor in there. And yeah, basically three different performance profiles here. The original 3DS version seems to be hovering around 20 FPS, not very impressive.
No, not at all.
A bit of judder there as well, but the new 3DS version, curiously, for a lot of the time it's outperforming the Wii U game.
I can see why with the reduced visuals here, but I was disappointed with the performance on Wii U, really. You would have expected a solid 30 frames per second here, especially considering we have other games in the Musou franchise on PlayStation 3, some of the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games that actually operated 60 frames per second, with less detailed visuals than this, but it feels like they're making some of the wrong choices here if you're getting frame rates down in the upper 20s.
Yeah, it's not impressive at all, bearing in mind the series legacy. You know, I remember playing the Dynasty Warriors games on PlayStation 2, they were like a lock 60.
They were all a lock 60. That's exactly right. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, not very good at all really for the Wii U side of things, but you know, the interesting thing here is that we do actually get that performance bump on the new 3DS, so it's one of the few titles where the additional processing power that afforded by that revised version actually translates into a notably better gameplay experience.
Yeah, and they've actually taken some of the same decisions here that you would have seen in older PlayStation 2 games or some of the early PS3 titles, where they reduce the distant enemy count, as you can see. So they only draw in enemies right around the player, whereas on Wii U they try to fill out the battlefield a little bit more at the expense of performance, and I think it actually makes for a better playing game.
Yeah, draw distances all around are significantly curtailed compared to the Wii U version.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I guess, you know, the funny thing is, of course, when we did a bunch of our Vita comparisons, it's interesting to note just how much you can get away with by having a much smaller screen.
Yeah, and especially with the 3DS, where the resolution is much lower. So on a real 3DS system, this actually looks excellent. When it's blown up to 720p, maybe not quite as good, but you know, it works.
So yeah, Hyrule Warriors is out this week on the 3DS and the new 3DS, and you've got an idea of how all three versions compare, so yeah, look out for that. Anyway, that's all we've got for now. Thanks for watching. Do give us a like and a subscription if you found this video useful, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely, see you soon.